Live at the bonus show. You know what? I'm going to do this without headphones. I think I can. Sometimes the headphones don't sound great on live. All right.
Okay. I got somebody joining us. Thank you so much. Appreciate joining the post game from Knife Skills class. If you have any questions, please throw it in the chat. I'm happy to talk about anything we might have missed. If you're joining me just now, we are doing post-game live after the Knife Skills class from Uncommon Goods. I'm here to answer any questions about food, not just knife skills, but certainly happy to answer questions about that as well. I got other stuff to kicking around. I don't have everything, but if you got a question about specific, I'm happy to help. Just throw it up in the chat. Type it out and I will get you taken care of. One of my favorite things people do is they list 3 or 4 ingredients they might have kicking around in the refrigerator and then ask me for some recipe advice. We call that Dial a Chef. And got another viewer. Thank you. So, yeah, I was just saying if you got some ingredients in your refrigerator you don't know what to make, just throw it in the comments there and I'll give you some ideas what to make for dinner. And I'm going to be making some potato hash. So I did this class on Sunday, and I still have, check this out. There we go. Here's my carrots and celery from Sunday. And they're a little dried out, but it's not terrible. And then my potatoes have been sitting in water. And you can see this is from Sunday, today's Wednesday, and they're not brown at all. So that's one great way to preserve your potatoes, is to store them with water and underwater, and these could have a little bit more water in there, but these are fine. I'm going to make potato hash with this. I'm going to make pico de gallo with my peppers and my potatoes. I'm going to finish cutting these onion. Use your words, Mark. Your tomatoes here. I'm just going to cut out those cores and cut this for, the seeds are perfectly edible. I only do this to torture my culinary students and to teach them new skills. We got somebody just joining us. If you got any questions, throw them in the chat. Knife skills, recipe ideas, anything food related, I'm happy to give you a hand. That's why we're here. Okay. Usually when I do this class, I also buy cilantro at the same time, and then plan on making pico de gallo with this, and some my scallions, and some of those shallots. My garlic go in there. That's delicious. Lime juice. I got a tip with lime juice. Believe it or not, I got a lime tip. Okay. So 2 things with lime. Here's my lime. Got 2 things. One, if you want great lime flavor, zest first. And when I'm zesting, it's zest turn, zest turn, zest turn, zest turn, zest turn, zest. So you're not getting the same spot over and over again. And then juice, to get the most juice out of this. Roll. Give that a roll. Oh yeah. Just joining us, we're making some pico de gallo and throwing that together. And here's the pro tip. All right, if you got a juicer, most people have one of these. They don't seem to work very well and spray in your face if you're putting the round side down, which makes sense to me. I did it this way for years, but I always squirted in my face. But if you put the flat side down and the round side up, guess what happens? It works beautifully. Love that. So I got my zest in here and my lime juice. This is my scallions and my shallots, my tomatoes, pico de gallo. I add some oil, just a little bit of like cooking oil that helps with flavor transfer. And then finally, some salt. And if I have cilantro, you know I'm adding it. You know it. Let me get a spoon and give that a stir and taste. Okay. So we're live doing some knife skills post class from Uncommon Goods knife skills class. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat. You can just type it in there. It pops up on my screen. I'm happy to answer any specifics or anything I might have missed. I know near the end of the class somebody was asking me about how do you do a watermelon. That's a great question. So hopefully that person is either here on with us now or goes to my YouTube channel and checks out my watermelon video, because I actually have that. Let's see how we did. Delicious. That's great. And once again, because it's cut by hand, 4 or 5 days in the fridge, no problem. As it ages a little bit, it might get a little stronger, might get a little, kind of worn in a little bit, but it's going to be delicious and wholesome that whole time. Yeah, it's got actually quite a bit of kick just from the raw garlic. And raw garlic has a lot of flavors, tremendously flavorful. I got one more carrot trick here, and then we're going to roll up in just a minute or two. So I usually do bonus show for about 10 minutes, and we're about 7.5 minutes in. So, thank you. Whoever gave me the tip, super chat, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That means so much to me. And when you get a super chat, I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. Anything that, at all, that came up. Or, better yet, shoot me an email. And that's chefmarkkalix@gmail.com. I'm happy to give you recipe advice. I'm happy to send you any videos or even make a custom video for you. So thank you so much. It means the world to me. Okay. One last little tip here with my carrot, and that's this. So I peel. Okay. So I got my carrot peeled, and we're going to make what I call carrot ribbons. And this tool, our peeler, really, really does the trick here. Okay. So I'm going to cut off top and bottom. And I just want to mention one more thing here about that generous $10 tip there. That's the very first tip that I've ever received on YouTube Live, ever. So that means the world to me. I'm a relatively new YouTuber with over 1,000 subscribers, so it means the world to me. Thank you so much. I'll never forget where I was and what I was doing when I received that tip. Indeed. Another person joining us, and I'm going to show you a little cool little trick here, and that is how to make carrot ribbons. So back and forth. I'm rotating the carrot, and look what I get. These guys right here. This might look like a mess right this moment, but check this out. We might go a little longer than 10 minutes. Looks like someone else is joining us. Okay. These are awesome on top of a salad or anything like that. The nice thing about this is you just maybe a little dressing, a little lemon juice, olive oil, salt, just really light. And you set this on top of like a big tray of any salad, Caesar salad, you name it. Splash of color, looks great. It gives it height, contrast, and it's just so easy to make. And then, you take that and just, when you're done, just pitch it at the end of the day. And then these carrots, you know what to do. You can dice, you can slice, you can oblique cut, you can make carrot sticks. And I can't stress it enough, once you have well-cut vegetables, they last forever in the refrigerator. 4 or 5 days easily if handled properly. So All right, we hit the 10-minute mark. According to my screen, I have 2 viewers. I like to give this an extra 10 minutes. To anybody who might have questions, I know we didn't have any questions that popped up in my chat, at least. If I missed a question, I apologize. Let me see. Maybe I got to poke around the screen down here. Yep, no comments that I can see. So if I missed you, I apologize. But you know where to get a hold of me. Thank you for subscribing. Click that thumbs up button right there. That means a lot to me. It really does. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and Happy New Year. And hopefully you catch me for another class. I appreciate it. Take care. Good night.